So in this particular chapter we will understand about lines and angles. This is of class 7. This should be simple enough. Alright. So let's draw a figure first. Okay. Let's say this is a figure. These two lines subtend an angle x. These two particular lines subtend an angle y. This particular angle, let's say one is exterior, one is interior, depending on how you take it. So this is z. These two particular lines, let's say r. Alright. So depending on how things are, let's say this is a square. Okay, so these two lines subtend an angle. Generally this is 90 degree. These two lines subtend an angle. This may be 90 degree, just in case it is a square or a rectangle. Okay, so this is how you understand the angles between lines, and a line is a line segment joining two points. Alright, this is simple enough. Let's draw a line segment. So this is P, this is Q. Join these 2 points on a straight line. So PQ. Alright, this is a line segment. Simple enough. Okay. So complementary angles. Complementary angles. Okay, so let's say there is an angle X, there is an angle Y. Okay, X is equal to, let's say, 30 degree, Y is equal to, let's say, 60 degree. So if X plus Y is equal to 90 degree, sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles. Complementary angles. Okay. So similarly, supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Okay. Let's take a line. This is X, this is Y. So if X plus Y is equal to 180 degree, these are called supplementary angles. Alright. As simple as that. X is equal to 72 degree, Y is equal to 108 degree. Alright, simple enough. So adjacent angles, let's discuss about adjacent angles. So X is adjacent to Y, which is adjacent to Z. Alright. This is a wheel. X is adjacent to Y, which is adjacent to Z. Alright. These are adjacent angles. X plus Y plus Z in a circle is 360 degrees. So this is simple enough. There is nothing difficult about it. Okay, so these are simple things. Having a common vertex, so angle X, angle Y, they have one point common. Alright, so one of the vertex is common. So this is simple enough. There's nothing so difficult about it. So then there is something linear pair. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays. So generally a linear pair, sum of angles is 180 degree. So let's say this is a particular line segment. Okay, so this is angle X, this is angle Y. So if X plus Y is equal to 180 degree, they are linear pair. If X plus Y is not equal to 180 degree, then they are not linear pair. Okay, this is simple enough. Okay, so now let's discuss next set of angles. Okay, so let's say these are two lines AB, this is PQ. Okay, so this particular angle is directly opposite to this particular angle. Let's say this is X, this is X1. This particular angle Y is directly equal opposite to Y1. Okay, so generally X is equal to X1. Not generally, every time X will be equal to X1 and Y is equal to Y1. These are called vertically opposite angles. Okay, when two lines cut each other, at the point at which they cut, they subtend four angles. Opposite angles are equal. All right. So let's say, so every other figure, these two angles will be equal, these two angles will be equal. So you can create as many figures as you want to in this. Okay, all of them will be same. So let's see if there are any questions on the basis of this. Okay, so let's discuss a question on the basis of this. Let's say two lines have been given, right? This particular angle is 55 degree. This particular angle is called X. This particular angle is Y. This particular angle is Z. So the question is find X, Y and Z. Okay. So X is equal to 55 degree. There is no problem. These are vertically opposite angles we discussed just now. So X is equal to 55 degree. 55 degree plus 55 degree is equal to 110 degree. All right. Now the sum of all these four angles X plus Y plus Z plus 55 degree is equal to 360 degree. So X plus, so Y plus Z is equal to 250 degree. Y is equal to Z because they are opposite angles, so 2Y is equal to 250 degree. Y is equal to 125 degree. As simple as that. Okay. So now we will come across the most important part of this chapter. Okay. So angles made by a traversal. Okay. Let's say there are two lines, line L, line M. These have been cut by, these two lines have been cut by a transversal. Let's say this is P. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. This is again the same thing. In this case, angle 1 is equal to be angle 4. Angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Opposite angles. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3. So angle 2 is equal to angle 3. All right. In this particular case, angle 7 is equal to angle 6 and angle 5 is equal to angle 8. Angle 5 is equal to angle 8. Angle 6 is equal to angle 7. All right. Now there is naming convention of these angles. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles. Interior angles. So 1, 2, 7, 8 will become exterior angles. Alright. 1 and 5 are called corresponding angles. 2 and 6 are corresponding angles. 3 and 7 are corresponding angles. 4 and 8 are corresponding angles. Okay. 3 and 6 are alternate interior angles. These are alternate interior angles. This is alternate interior angle, 4 and 5. Alright. Alternate exterior angles is this 1 and 8, 2 and 7. Alright. So we will discuss one more property with this. Alright. This is parallel lines. That is going to be the real one. let's see that. So let us suppose in this particular case L and M are not parallel. L and M are not parallel. When they become parallel, few angles will become equal. Some more angles will become equal. All right. Let's say this is L. Let's say this is M. Okay. This particular line is L, P. All right. So this is angle 1. This is directly opposite to this particular angle. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3. All right. Similarly, angle 5 is equal to angle 6. Angle 8, sorry. Angle 6 is equal to angle 7. This is angle 7. All right. Now, because these two lines are equal, angle 1 and angle 5 corresponding angles will be equal. Corresponding angles become equal when lines are parallel. Okay. 1, 5, angle 1 will become equal to angle 5. Angle 2 will become equal to angle 6. Okay. Angle 3 will become equal to angle 7. Angle 4 will become equal to angle 8. Okay. Alternate angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles. Alternate interior angles will become equal. All right. Angle 4 is equal to angle 5 just when lines are parallel. Okay. Similarly, angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Now angle 3 is equal to angle 2. So angle 2 will become equal to angle 7. So opposite exterior angles, alternate exterior angles will also become equal. 2 will become equal to 7. 1 will become equal to 8. Okay. So this is fairly it. Okay. So there is nothing so difficult about it. Alternate angles, corresponding angles, alternate exterior angles, all these will become equal. All right. So just in case when lines are parallel, so when it is not given lines are parallel, but it is said that angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Okay. So when this is stated, you can understand that these two lines are parallel, even if it is not written. If corresponding angles are equal, then these two lines will become parallel. Okay. Simple enough. Okay. So you will get simple questions based on this. So you can practice a few questions. If you understand the theory above, that should be simple enough for you to get through anything. All right. I think at this level, this much is enough. So I'm winding it up. Just in case you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. All right. So thank you.